So, but then just looking things as a whole, I just want to go through Daryl Morey's tenure real quick and just talk about some of the moves that he's made that has put us in the position we are now. Obviously, we don't have a bench. I've emphasized this a lot. Let's talk about a few guys that Daryl Morey has left go for basically nothing, and now in the position we're going. We'll talk about the first. We'll talk about. I'll talk about the one that happened first of all was when we cut Isaiah Joe off the roster during summer camp, and now he's playing winning basketball. Already he's won a championship with the Oklahoma City Thunder. I didn't really get that at this time, and now he's developed his game even more. I want a diamond in the rough that has really emerged and really makes upsetting is when we cut Julian Champagnie just for Mac. Obviously, it was cool when Mac McClung won the dunk contest representing the Sixers, but at the same time, Mac McClung isn't even playing NBA basketball right now while Julian Champagnie is shooting an amazing percentage for the Spurs in the playoffs. And then you have, obviously, the most notable, Jared McCain. You traded him for a first-round pick that's going to be 23rd overall. You're not going to draft another Jared McCain. And before Game 4 against the Lakers, he was shooting 82% from the three-point line. That is absolutely insane. He had 18 points in 18 minutes, I believe, in Game 2. Game 2 or Game 3 against the Lakers.
Game 2.
And it's just like, you could see how much it affected the players when they traded him. And it's to the point where even Joel Embiid, I would say, I'll say this right now, I haven't said this too much, I'm 50-50 with Embiid. Sometimes I like him, sometimes I don't. It just depends on the day at this point with me. When he was literally saying himself, we needed more pieces, and the report that came out, they were trying to use that pick to get another player off of it, you needed to facilitate that weeks before. They traded McCain that day and expected they were going to get something for him the day of the trade deadline. Or I think they traded him on like a Tuesday or Wednesday and the trade deadline was like that Thursday. But still, like they traded him and thought they were going to be able to facilitate something using that pick in like 24, 48 hours. It was not going to happen. There was teams that were coming to interest him. And I will say in Daryl Morey's defense, I think that could be a toss-up on who traded McCain. I think it could be Josh Harris and I want to get this out of the way. But he's in the Epstein files. He should sell the team. That's all I have to say about him.
Josh Harris, the team.
And I don't know if that was his decision because I heard this scenario this morning and I thought it to be interesting. I think it could have gone one of two ways. Morey just straight out traded him because he wanted to Josh Harris told him that he needed to deduct the tax, or Morey just chose the player himself and McCain and stuff like that. Because you could kind of see some mixed stuff with all about that. But at this point, I can get frustrated all I want. Obviously, I wanted to cry when I saw McCain knocking down threes in Game 4. He can just pull up from anywhere, and he's just knocking them down on a consistent basis. And it's like he got traded to the Thunder of all teams that just didn't even need him, and now he's providing great minutes for them. And they just pull players out of their ass. Like AJ Mitchell has become the second best player on that OKC team in one series alone.
Just a great organization right now. It's tough. It's like sometimes the Eagles feel like they're like that, but the Sixers are not a good. Like it feels like they really have. Quentin Grimes is good for half a season, but then when it matters, he's not good.
And I can't believe he had the audacity to ask for $30 million a year this offseason.
Imagine that. But McCain, I saw in Game 4, he had I don't even know how many points he had. He played 14 minutes.
Yeah, 13.
And his plus-minus was plus 27 in 14 minutes. And the Thunder won by 5. He was the biggest difference in the game almost, it seems like. And meanwhile, we have nobody off our bench besides Quentin Grimes, who's mid at best. But nobody else to score off our bench. And we traded him for nothing, and we knew it was nothing. And Daryl Morey said, we sold high on him. Unbelievable to say that. I was mad then. That was the most I've known a trade was going to be bad in my life. Where I was like, what are we doing?